Hey, if you've been told that paying off all your old debts is the fastest way to boost your credit score, well, you might be walking straight into one of the biggest credit traps out there. Because the truth is, paying off the wrong debt at the wrong time can actually cause your credit score to tank, not for days or weeks, but for years. Now, I know it sounds backwards. How can doing the responsible thing end up wrecking your credit profile? Well, today we're going to uncover exactly why this happens, the little known rules that make the credit system punish people who think they're helping themselves, and the steps that you must take to make sure you don't get caught up in this nightmare. And if you stay until the end, I'll share a secret workaround that can turn what most people see as a score killing move into a score boosting strategy. Now, here's a shocking reality. When you pay off old debt, especially collections or charge offs, well, you might accidentally reset the clock on something called the date of last activity. Now, that date is a huge factor in how long negative items stay on your credit report. See, normally, a delinquent account falls off your report 7 years from the original delinquency date. But in some cases, especially with certain collection agencies, or making a payment can restart that 7 year countdown. And even worse, paying it off doesn't magically erase that account from your credit file. Instead, the debt is marked as paid, but the derogatory history stays there until it ages off. Now, that means lenders still see the missed payments and your score doesn't jump the way that you expected it to. In fact, because the account is suddenly updated as recent, it can temporarily hurt your score by making it look like you've had new trouble with credit. And this is why so many people make a payment thinking that it'll solve the problems, only to check the credit score and find that it's dropped 20 or 30 points overnight. So, credit scoring models like FICO and Vantage Score, well, they weigh up recent negative activity more heavily than old negative activity. And that's why older collections hurt less over time until you poke them. Now, when you update an old debt, it's like tapping the shoulder of the credit bureaus and saying, hey, remember me? Let's bring this account back to the front of the line. Now, there's also a psychological trap here. See, people think paid in full means good standing in the eyes of lenders. Unfortunately, while it is morally satisfying, it doesn't erase your credit history. See, a paid collection is still a collection account. Now, some lenders might view it more favorably than an unpaid one, but for scoring purposes, the difference is minimal unless you negotiate a deletion. And let's not forget about sold debts. See, many debts change hands between multiple collectors over time, as you probably know. So if you pay one, it might not stop another from popping up claiming you still owe, unless you've validated the debt first. So, my credit warriors, just before we take a deeper dive, it's imperative you hit the like button and subscribe so that you get notified the minute we produce another game-changing video that helps your credit situation. And I promise you it will help and you will appreciate it. So buckle up and let's plunge deeper still. Now, there are times when paying old debt is actually the right move. If the debt is recent, if it's preventing you from being approved from a home or auto loan, or if you've negotiated a written pay for delete agreement, then closing it out can help you. Now, that deletion agreement is gold. It forces the collector to remove the account entirely, and that wipes the slate clean in the eyes of the scoring model. Without it, sadly, you're still living with the scar. Now, it's also wise to pay if legal action is pending. See, a judgment on your credit report is like a financial felony. It can be far more damaging than a collection, and it can linger even longer. In those cases, settling quickly can stop the bleeding. Now, before paying, Always get your credit report from all three bureaus and confirm the date of the first delinquency. If that date is close to the 7-year mark, well, it may be better to let it fall off naturally. Never agree to a payment plan without understanding whether it will restart the reporting clock. Now, if you do settle, aim for 30 to 60% of the balance and get it in writing that that account will be reported as paid in full or deleted. Because without proof, you've got no recourse if they update it in a way that harms you. Now, here's the bonus move. Sometimes you can have a debt consolidated into a secure personal loan or a credit union product, replacing the negative with a brand new positive trade line. Now, this helps shift your credit profile's balance from negative to positive, which models love. Also, some consumers successfully challenge the accuracy of old debts, and that forces collectors to either verify them or they have to delete them entirely. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, if they can't prove it, the good news is they must remove it. So next time you hear, just pay it off, slow down. The wrong payment at the wrong time can crush your score for years. Be strategic, work the system, and always know your leverage before you act. Credit repair is chess, not checkers. Play it right and you can win faster than you actually think. So once again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day and I'll see you guys on the next one.